Marriage, this is a real rite of passage in life here. Churchill once said that the cost of greatness is responsibility, and what you're doing here today, it's crossing that threshold. Without embellishment, making a marriage covenant with each other will be the greatest responsibility of your lives. But with that responsibility though, you'll also be able to access a new level of greatness. I know that both of you are into the arts. What you're doing here today is publicly committing to the greatest of all the arts, and that is love. But the only way you ever can truly experience love is counterintuitively by surrendering. Love is surrendering. Commitment of marriage is hard, it's not always enjoyable, it's definitely not fair, but in the words of the Bible, it is good. May love be the bedrock of your marriage, the hallmark of your identity, and your surname.
So there are so many qualities that I love about Ben, and one of the most important ones are how much he cares about his family and the way he takes care of his family. So he's been living with Rachel, his sister, his oldest sister, for a while now, and it's amazing just getting that opportunity to see him and the way he cares for Mia and Kai and Noah, and just also how he's so selfless with his time and just makes time for everyone. I also just love the way he loves God full-heartedly, and he's on fire for God, and he just wants to get to know him more all the time. Ben really helped me reconnect and helped me find who I was on my relationship, and I developed my relationship independent with God.
The qualities I love about Kat, she's so incredibly kind, and she loves me in spite of all of my craziness, just like all of these quirks and all of these yeah, just like insecurities too. And it's really incredible. Just I feel very just secure when I'm with her, knowing just that she cares about me, and knowing that she doesn't judge me, and that she's wants to know like what's going on just with me and how I'm feeling inside, and it's really amazing. A beautiful quality also about Catherine is just her perseverance because we've dated for a little over 3 years, and there's been a lot of instances where we've experienced times of struggle, and she never gave up, and she just kept pushing through it. I'm just really impressed, and I'm really proud of her just for all of it. So we knew that like starting a relationship, that the whole goal of it would be marriage eventually. Like when people say like, oh, it doesn't work out, like they're implying marriage. So there was definitely like a seriousness to it, and we both understood that. So there was like a whole lot of conversation and a whole lot of prayer too, like simultaneously. And just like honestly seeing how God was like just transforming me and changing me and like growing me into like a better person. And I realized it was just all because of Kat, and this is like a phenomenon that I've realized all throughout our relationship. There's these aspects of grace and love and just this like joy and even like unconditional love, recognizing that like I didn't have to have it all together, and that there are going to be plenty of times that like I make mistakes, but just being able to love someone in spite of whatever those mistakes are, and just like caring so much about them and like wanting to be your best. It's not a religion, it's a relationship. This love of Jesus, it's based in just in a relationship, and the most important thing is love at the end of the day.
Welcome everyone. On behalf of Benjamin and Catherine's families, welcome to this just joyful occasion. You guys asked me to share just a little bit before you guys get to your vows on what this means to you, what marriage means to you. And I was thinking through it, and both of you are filled with wonder. Ben, you have a contagious wonder about you. Whether you talk about art or palm trees or Catherine, you have this contagious wonder that just pours into the lives of those around you. I've seen it especially in your relationship with Kat, with your faith. You have this contagious wonder for God, and you've shared that with Kat in your relationship. Kat, you have this content wonder You just love to sit back and soak it all in. And I have seen that on full display these past few days as you have just enjoyed the love of your family as everybody has gathered around. All these people here, you have just been in wonder at it. And one of the wonderful things about your relationship is that you had a hard time. You had a lot of time where you were apart. But one of the things that gave all of us watching you an opportunity to see is what happened when you came back together. It was this just explosion of wonder. Now, why would we talk about wonder at a wedding? Aren't we supposed to be talking about love, the persistence in loving each other, finding joy in walks together, forgiving each other, listening to each other, crying and laughing together? Performing these same actions again and again is not wonder killing, but wonder inducing. God has already given you these gifts of wonder. He has begun this work in you, and He will carry it to completion. So my charge to you today is to commit to founding your marriage on those same God-given gifts that both root in your relationship in Him and also explode outwards into the lives of others.
Catherine, you are absolutely incredible in every possible way. Throughout our relationship, I have told you and expressed in word the best I could of the love I have for you. Today, I want to show you by this commitment, this promise, this covenant of marriage, that I mean every single word. I love you, Catherine, and I will continue to love you and remain committed to you for the rest of my life. With Jesus' love for His church as our standard, nothing will be too difficult that we can't accomplish. I trust and have faith that this relationship with which God began will grow stronger every day, and that He will continue and perfect and bless this marriage until He comes.
Benjamin, you are a light. You have been from the very first moment that I met you. You've spent countless hours listening to me, laughing with me, and wiping my tears. But what I'm most thankful for are the ways that you have shown me love. Love is bringing me water when I'm too cozy to get out of bed. It's cuddling for 5 more minutes while falling asleep on the couch. But most importantly, your love is patient, kind, and complete with open arms. With that said, from this day on, I will never leave you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. I love you.
I love you. Can we kiss now?
Not yet. Benjamin, do you present yourself willingly and without reservation to give yourself to Catherine in marriage? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Catherine, do you present yourself willingly and without reservation to give yourself to Benjamin in marriage?
I do. I do.
I, Benjamin, take you, Catherine,
I, Catherine, take you, Ben,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
according to God's loving plan.
Benjamin, will you take Catherine's ring, place it on her left hand, and repeat after me?
With this ring,
With this ring, I thee wed,
I thee wed, as I commit to you this day,
as I commit to you this day,
my life and my love.
my life and my love.
The rings you're holding are made of both a malleable metal and a rock-solid diamond, which is a great symbol of your relationship. There are a few things that must be core and central in your relationship: your commitment to each other, your commitment to God, but there are so many things you can flex and bend around when that core is there and that center is there. Benjamin and Catherine have chosen as one of the first things they do together as a married couple to celebrate communion. 1 John 4 says that because God first loved us, we love each other. And so this act is a reminder to all of us of where your love stems from. Benjamin and Catherine, since you have pledged yourself together by solemn vows and given these rings, and have declared your commitment of love before God and these witnesses, I have the privilege to now pronounce you husband and wife. Benjamin, you may kiss your bride. It is my privilege to introduce you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin and Catherine Love.
So Catherine is the baby sister. Yep. And I have just absolutely loved being your big sister. I think that the hardest part of today is that our mom isn't here. But if she feels even a tenth of what I feel, she would just be exploding with pride and with happiness for who you chose, Catherine. I think that one of the best signs of a strong relationship is that your significant other brings you closer to the people in your life. And one of the sweetest things about your and Ben's relationship has been that our relationship got better and better and better after you and Ben started dating. And Ben, I am so happy that she chose you, and I'm so happy that you chose her. And I think that as you guys define your marriage and figure out what leadership looks like, it's going to be a process, but I am so confident that you are going to lead well, and I am so confident, Catherine, that you are going to lead also in your own way, and you're going to figure it out. And I have every confidence, and I have all hope and joy in the two of you.
Another quality that I really love about Ben is just that he's silly, very silly all the time. I also think it's great how he goes with the flow, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think that he balances me out in the sense that it's gonna be okay. Like, it's fine, I'm here, I can do what I need to, and makes me feel really wonderful because I just know he's there to take care of me. And I feel so loved and confident going into this marriage because I have a man who's gonna take care of me. So I am just really excited to start this new chapter with Ben. I think that getting married in your 20s is so special just because your 20s are a time of development and character and kind of figuring out who you are. And I feel like if you don't have a person, that can kind of be lonely in some ways. So I just feel very thankful to have my friend, my partner to grow with during this time. And also just during this time, this whole weekend is so fun just because we have all the people that we love here together and just getting to know each other. And I'm just so happy that we have everyone here to celebrate with.
I would say the primary and just most important thing, and the thing that I'm most excited about, is honestly just us being able to grow in our relationship together with God and to be able to grow and mature as individuals. Yeah, just to have like a place of security and not worrying about all of these things that could happen, but just being able like to have someone that I can confide in and trust, and just someone that we can work through difficulties together. Just being so set on loving each other, even if our feelings are opposed to that, and even when it's difficult, and just pressing through and being able to have a family together, being able to raise kids that love both of us, and just kids that know that we're in love with each other.
I'm just so excited. I think we've been talking about this day for so long now. It feels so surreal that it's finally here. So I'm just excited, and I'm really blessed that we made it.